Before we go live, host, are you listening? Bro J.
Yes, I'm listening. Okay.
Why did you speak like that, too?
Good day, everybody. Good day, everyone. Good day, everybody out there. It's another beautiful day again with us at UpperReporters and Talk, the program where we give our unbiased and unreserved opinion on the issues affecting the social, political, and economic welfare of Nigerians across the board, connecting Nigerians home and abroad. Today is the 3rd day of May 2024. We are live in the studio for our 23rd episode, our 23rd edition of the program. As usual, there are going to be very exciting topics on the table. But first, I would like to introduce myself and introduce the people in the studio because that's what we do first. So my name is Obizo J, and right now we have 4 people in the studio already with us, and I want everybody to introduce themselves, starting with my co-host. My co-host, please do the needful.
Yeah, I greet everybody. My name is Tony Edo. I did John from Japan. Today we get a very good topic, and we get a very exclusive guest in the house on the name of Zekeri Idris. You can tell us what will happen for Benin, Edo State, our country state, where we did. So I will quickly give my host Mike, make he dive into the matter. Thank you all.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Tony. First of all, I'm a very special guest, like my co-host has said. We have a very special guest in the studio, and the special guest is by the name of Mr. Zekeri Idris. He's a political analyst. He's a friend of the good people of Nigeria. When I put it that way, I call him an ambassador for a man that takes his time. He takes those states, or he takes Nigeria to his personal concerns. So such a person, those are how we tick the ambassadorial boxes for such people. Yes, today I'm going to be your moderator. I'm going to be your host. But first, the guidelines. Please, people watching from every social media outlets, if you have comments on YouTube, Facebook, please don't forget to put them, but do the first thing first. If you have not subscribed before, subscribe. If you come in, you don't like or you like, please put the thumbs up or the thumbs down. On Facebook, put the like, follow, share. On Instagram, Twitter, etc. As you see me, please do the needful. It doesn't hurt you to just press the like button. This helps our stories or our message to go across board. Back to the studio. Then secondly, wherever you are, if you are in the studio with us, while Mr. Zekeri is here to give us a bit of or some knowledge of what he has first-hand information about our dear state Edo, if there are questions, if there are submissions, if there are suggestions, please, on the right-hand side of the board, if you're in the studio, there is a private chat. Indicate by letting us know that you have a question for Mr. Zekeri or whatever question or suggestion, please put it there. If you want to ask a question, please raise up, put your hand indicator there so that we can bring you in and you can talk to the man himself. Lastly, they'll be putting a telephone number on the screen. No matter where you are, please, if you want to call in, the number will be put on the screen. You can call in to ask Mr. Idris Zekeri questions if you have to. And it's a Nigerian number. It's via WhatsApp. Call or, no, don't send a text. Call. We only take calls. We don't send text. We don't read text messages. Call. Now back to the program at hand. Mr. Zekeri Idris, I thank you for the show. I know you're in a dark place. I understand the situation of and the time of the day. Sorry for putting you in a precarious situation. So, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Good, good. I appreciate and thank you for coming to the studio. And thank you for coming to the show to give us your time. And like we say, we want you. You are here to tell us about first-hand information of things you see, things you know, and the development in our state. So I would yield for you. Okay, Mr. Zay, introduce yourself. Tell us where you are and give us your information.
Thank you very much. I am very grateful for this unique opportunity to use your platform to talk to our people and to engage with the issues that bother our people. I consider it a privilege for which I am very, very grateful. I believe you can hear me loud and clear, sirs.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay.
We can hear you. You're fair enough. God, it's okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes.
Uh, Proceeding from that, my name is Idris Zekeri Jr. I am a public affairs commentator. I am a civil society practitioner. I'm the team lead, Civic Voices Nigeria. That's my newest project. I am an advocate of good governance. I am utterly diametrically opposed to poor and bad governance. And my core objective in life is an egalitarian society, a society where everybody has a sense of belonging. So this is a brief about myself. In today's program, I would share the much I can share. I'll be as practical as I can be. Usually, when people are invited to talk, people bring their best self. I would
Yes.
crave your indulgence that I'll be bringing my very worst self because I'll talk about the issues as they are.
Yes. That it
I want
is.
to apologize that I am having to do this program from my car. I went out today to meet one of the boys I featured on my program, one of the boys who are having difficulties, you know, economic difficulties that we are trying to find ways to empower and take out of the street. Shock you to know that we have a lot of young people who are roaming the street, who are a danger to society and a danger to themselves. So that kept me a little later than usual. That's why I'm doing it from here. I hope to be able to give my best to compensate for the not so convivial setting that I find myself. So thank you very much. God bless you for the opportunity, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome. I appreciate the introduction. I appreciate, and then before we go further, I say you are a humanitarian. I see that, and you spoke. The last thing you said was reaching out to somebody who is going through a difficult time. What is that? Is that in Benin City or
I am presently based in Benin City. To speak
okay?
to your question, we've had a program that took me to 15 of the 18 local governments.
Okay.
And in those places, we spoke to men, women, and even children. And then we saw things firsthand that I believe that in the course of this program, we would share. One I am most passionate about is the level of poverty in our society. All the statistics you know, in my mind, is a lie. So I didn't even believe that poverty, I live in Nigeria, I live in Edo here. I didn't believe that the kind of poverty I saw going around the entire state actually existed. I saw poverty in bikini, poverty naked, going around the whole place. So it's an urgent call, and I believe that as we make progress in the conversation, we'll be able to feature solutions and also appropriate blames because I believe in appropriation of blames. Somebody must take the fall for the way our society is presently. Thank you.
Yes, yes. I appreciate appropriating blame. Okay, that is that is a good one. Yes, even though yeah, some people have the resources, or some people are in charge of the resources to implement the best for the people, and which is very admirable. But I'd like to ask before I go further. Are you working as an independent humanitarian or independent, or you work for a group, or you represent a group, or you work for a political party? I like to know this. These are where we have to know your stance on
It, it,
matters.
it's important to state that since I was born till now, I have never underlined, registered for any political party. I have supported political parties in the past. It's important I give an historical perspective to this. In the year 2011, I supported Save Nigeria group that supported former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in PDP then. So if you
Yeah.
knew me in 2011, you would call me a PDP man.
Okay.
In 2012, I supported Comrade Adams Oshomole's second term re-election. So if you knew me in 2012, you call me an ACN man.
Yeah.
So in 2015, when we thought Jonathan was no longer a good man, which now, with the benefit of hindsight, was a mistake, I supported President Muhammadu Buhari. So if you know me in 2015, you think I'm an APC man. In 2016, Governor Godwin Obaseki Oshomole brought him to us, marketed him aggressively to us, and we supported him. So if you know me in 2016, you agree that I'm an APC man.
Yeah.
In 2020, some of us felt that Godwin Obaseki performed below par and was a calamitous. His administration was a calamitous one. So I went to support a person opposed to him in PDP. Unfortunately, both swapped places. One went to PDP, the other went to APC. So I ended up again in APC. So if you knew me in 2020, you call me an APC man. In 2023, when our country was on the precipice, I supported Labour Party. So if you knew me last year, you would say, this is a Labour comrade. This is 2024, and in Edo State, we have elections.
Yes.
I have not decided on who to support. As at this material time, to answer your question now, I work as an independent. I think I am an accidental humanitarian. You called me an humanitarian, but I am an accidental humanitarian. It is what I saw that forced me to begin to take interest in the quality of life that people live. If not, I was not originally interested. I won't lie to you. I was more like a political activist. But when I went out, in my quest for political activism, I saw what people were going through. You know, when you drive into a community and you have a microphone and a camera, and everybody sees you as their savior, people are beginning to see you. They equate you to Jesus Christ because of the level of deprivation in that society. You should know.
Mr. Idris, is it me or is it me?
I can't hear him too. I can't hear him.
Okay, we can hear you. Okay, is it me? Is it just me?
No, not only you. I can't hear him too.
Mr. Idris, we can hear you. Mr.
Okay,
Idris, we cannot hear you.
I think we lost Mr. Idris. We lost the audio. I thought it was from my end. I was beginning to wonder. Mr. Idris, can you hear us?
You should unmute your mic, Mr. Idris.
Unmute your mic.
No, Mr. Idris, can you hear us?
I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay. I just unmuted. Okay, so sorry. We lost you there at some point where you said you used the name Jesus Christ. Yes, I understand it, but you were trying to tell us that people. I actually called you a humanitarian, and you said you were an accidental humanitarian, but a political activist as well. And you saw a need to to help people. But I want to ask, what did you see? What did you see? Because I am pleased with the breakdown that you gave on the candidacy over time and years. You seem a person that wants the best.
Yes.
Want the best for the people. But it still looks like you were leaning towards a bandwagon of people wanting something that the social, I would like use social media, something that is in vogue. I'm not here to question you. I'm just saying from the list.
No, it's okay. You must understand, sir, that bandwagon comes from somewhere. If there is no demand, there will not be supply. If there's no supply, if there's no demand, there will be no supply.
Yes.
If there is no question, there will not be an answer. If when you think that the present government has failed, that is when you look for alternatives.
Yes.
So that is where the bandwagon effect always comes from. If the one who was sitting was doing well, people will not queue so much behind the one who is coming. And to answer your question, and then I quickly need to clarify this so that people don't accuse me of blasphemy. I use the name of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to mean that people are so hopeless that when they see anybody, they see only hope. Even when you yourself, you are struggling, you need hope.
Yes.
But when people see you, they need hope. That's how deprived some of our societies are. And you ask me what I saw. I'll give you a classical example. In December last year, we gave out 100 bags of rice, 10 kg bag of rice.
Oh, wonderful.
I believe you can hear me.
Loud and clear. 100. You say in December last year you gave 100.
Yes,
100
we
bags.
gave 100 bags of 100 bags of 10 kg rice to people, and there's one particular person I gave to that stood out. A lot stood out. A lot stood out. You know, people dancing, people praying for you for lengthy period of time, and then there was a young woman who had 4 kids, no job. Young woman who refused to exchange, who refused to be a woman of easy virtue, who refused to exchange her pride for money. And then when I handed her that bag of ordinary rice, you know, because this rice did not include tomatoes, did not include pepper, did not include maggi, did not include anything that will make rice. This woman literally was rolling on the floor. She was crying and said that she could not believe that her children will eat rice in December. I was forced to go and source for extra money to give her. I said, okay, since you have rice now, add tomatoes to it so that your children will even have stew to use to eat the rice. Because I know in my mind that this rice is next to nothing. 10 kg bags is like 2 rubber of rice. But to see the kind of impact it had on the life, I knew there was trouble. I give you another example. I went to a place called Agbo Park during the Civic Voices 2024, and I met a young man. This is the young man that I went to see today that kept me out till this time. I met a young man. These things I am saying, the videos are on my wall. You can see them, so they are there for everyone to see. It's not Tales by Moonlight. It's not novel. I'm not reciting it.
What is your wall? What do you mean your wall? What, on social media?
Yeah, my social media pages. My social media pages are all at Idris Zekeri Jr. Idris Zekeri JNR. So you can check on TikTok, mostly TikTok. Go on TikTok, you see them.
Okay.
So this young boy told me when I saw him, a young boy of, I guess, in fact, let me give you the background to this story. We didn't come for him. We came to interview people who were 18 years and above as it pertains to the next election, to know what they expect from the next government. This young boy walked us, saw us, summoned the courage, walked up to us and said that please he wants to work. One of my staff pointed him to me and said, I can't give you any job, go and meet my guy. And he came. I said, what's your name? He said his name was Genesis. Where are you from? He said, from Taraba. I said, okay. Where are your parents? He said his parents are in Taraba. How did you get here? This is Benin City, Edo State.
Exactly.
He said he entered a truck from Taraba State all the way to Edo State. Knows nobody, has never been to Edo. He only heard that when you get to Edo, you may see something to do that is better than what you are doing in Taraba. And this boy found his way here. All he needed was 5,000 naira, less than 5,000 naira, to buy a bucket, put water inside, and be selling. And I confirmed from him today, he said on a good day that he makes a profit of 2,500 naira every day from selling water, especially when it is sunny. It's been raining in Benin for the past few days, those of us here. So water is no longer selling as it used to. So that was another classical example of deprivation, societal deprivation. This boy does not even know when he was born.
How old? You couldn't tell how old he was.
I couldn't tell. But from my own assessment, I said, okay, maybe you'll be 15, so we'll call you 15. He didn't know it's there because I took him to the bank. I needed to set up a bank account for him because his video went viral on my page and a lot of people were interested in him. I took him to the bank. Okay, when is your month and day of birth? The gentleman did not know. I had to give him my own. And I said, okay, I am November 2nd. Definitely, we are not the same year because I'm obviously very much older than you. So you will be November 2nd, 2009. Let's use that so that we can make progress. So that shows society in that boy state, bandits have run wild. People no longer go to farm. It's a hopeless and a helpless situation. Here in Edo State, I drove from Benin to Ekpoma. When you get to Ekpoma, in front of Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma, even a trailer that is double decker, if you those buses, those London buses, if you enter, you will not see the top. And I am not exaggerating.
What part of Ekpoma? In front of the school?
In front of university, it's just before the gate of Ambrose Ali University, Ekpoma. The ditch there, if your London bus enter, you will not see the top. People, trucks sleep in that road for 1 month. Trucks. I went to a place called Fuga.
Yes.
Your mic. We cannot hear you. Mr. Idris, your mic. I don't know what is wrong with the mic.
Mr. Idris, I think it's the network. Mr. Idris.
We cannot
hold.
hear you.
Yes, I hold. We cannot hear you because you have to go back to the part where you were talking about Fuga. But can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
Good. I think probably the network. So you talking about Fuga. Yes.
So I went to a place called Fuga in Edo, Esako Central Local Government in Edo North.
Yes.
They told me that they buy a jerry can of water, 25 liters, for 250 naira. You guys live abroad. Is water not a fundamental human right?
They buy water from who? What kind of water? Is it
you buy water to use to cook, water to use to do.
Who do they buy it from? They buy from
they buy from
individuals,
tankers.
From tankers. Okay,
yes, from tankers. Yes. And keep in mind that in our society, water is everywhere. You just need to till the ground, water will come out.
Yes.
So I can go on and on. I went to in December last year, January this year, January 2024. I went to a place called Mission Road in Benin. Those who know Mission Road very well, we know where those beggars used to gather. It's very close to Holy Cross Catholic Church. People think that these beggars you see outside are the only ones that are there. I made up my mind that I wanted to go inside their house and see the way they live. My staff, my caterer, because I brought food, my caterer was like, "What? Just share to those ones here and go." I said, "No. These ones you are seeing looks like the elderly one. Let's go inside. There may be ones that are sick." And then we went inside. I saw with my own eyes over 100 blind persons living in the most unhygienic conditions that I have ever seen in human existence, right in the heart of Benin.
I know where Mission Road. I know where the Catholic Church is.
Yes.
Are you saying it is this location is on that spot? It's around that spot?
It's just the place I am talking about shares fence with the Catholic Church. Tomorrow, if you have somebody in Benin, tomorrow I can take that person there. Then we will go inside, not just look at the front. You understand? The front is the gloss.
Is it before when you're coming from Ring Road? Is it before? I think there's a school. There's a school before the church, and if
you're coming from Catholic Church, there is from Ring Road. There is a Methodist school, I guess.
Yes, on
Methodist
the left,
primary school. Immediately after the Methodist primary school, you get to Navy Street Junction. Immediately after Navy Street, you see the beggars on the road. Don't talk to those ones. Tell them to take you to see the blind who are inside. You see people eating, pooing, peeing. I'm trying to manage my language because we are on air. On top of themselves, life, no care, no direction, no care in the world. They are making new babies on top of each other. Nobody is even asking them how far. If you doubt it, I am alive. I'm around tomorrow. Mission Road is just by the corner here for anybody in Benin. So, my brother, I can go on and on and on and on and on. I told somebody yesterday, I said, what I do is that I now separate my work from myself so that when I go home, I don't get depressed. I learn to separate myself from, I have made a demarcation between me and the work so that people, my family will not think that, are you sure you are still normal? Because these are things that can keep you awake all night. So the list is endless. I don't want to bore you. I can keep talking to you tomorrow.
No, and Mr. Zekeri or Mr. Idris, I appreciate this that you have done, taking your time and I think your resources to do a diligent review on such matters, which a lot of us see on the surface and we walk past. I know the least people can do. Believe me, sometimes you have said something now that has caught my attention because some years ago I asked a friend. I asked him. I said, "Do you wonder where these people we see, these beggars we see during the day, where they sleep? Because at night they don't. They are never in front of the church. So that's going to the beggars or mission room. We all know it has become a norm right now to have those people there. And I asked, where do they sleep? Where are they from? How can it be controlled? It was just a one-on-one discussion. But I realized nobody, apart from you coming to tell us this in-depth story, I think nobody has such information. But
I
again,
think you should watch. There is a video. I made a short video on it. Definitely, you can't record everything. There's a video of it on my wall. Go watch it from
is
around
it
January.
on your YouTube? Because I'm actually on your YouTube page.
No, you go to the TikTok. Go to the TikTok page or the Facebook page at
Okay.
Zekeri Idris JNR at Zekeri Idris JNR, and then you go down. I was even wearing my gym outfit. You see the way I was wearing my.
What gave you the how would I put it? What made you want to go find out about such? What was the motivation towards it?
You know, sometimes
Russia does not have.
Sometimes it's easy to just see things and think you know them. You know, you just gloss over things and assume you know them. I think I have trained myself to see what others are not seeing. I think I've trained myself to that point, and I keep working on it. I want to be able to see beyond what people are not seeing. What people do is they just come, share food in that surface, in that front, and then they go, which is a wonderful thing. I've done it before. It's a wonderful thing, something that anyone should do. You know. But that day, I had that motivation to look in. Somebody mentioned that there were people inside. I said, okay, let's see those people inside. I want to see what goes on. Let's see where they sleep. You were asking about where they sleep now. If I take you in there, you will be traumatized for a few days. I'm serious. If you are not somebody who is very strong, you will think about it for a few days. And the video alone might give you a clue, but that I can guarantee you that video is not conclusive. We just took what we could put out that will not attract the anger of to those who are in charge of the algorithms of our social media.
Yes, I'm on your page actually, and but I don't want to do two things at a time. I see, yes, your gym clothes. Yes, I see that you have multiple videos and interviews on your wall. Yes, this is an appreciated one. This is a very appreciated one. But you see a lot of people. A lot of people will mislead. A lot of people will misjudge you because when you see someone do something like this, like I called you a humanitarian in the first place, although you say you're a political analyst, activist, people will say, "What's the catch? What's the catch? This people don't believe so much that people do things without a catch, that there's a plot." So if I have to speak on those people's level, I will ask, what I know you want the better or the best for our state, but what you have is it because you're a political analyst and or you have a plan? Do you have plans for any political future?
I would disclose my age. I've never disclosed my age before, but let me disclose it. I am 33 years old. I don't qualify. At my age, I don't qualify to run for a governor. or a deputy governor, or a president, or a vice president, which I believe are the only offices you can truly use to affect the life of the people. Any other office is to share money. Any other office, I guarantee you, is to share money. But if you have a good governor will force good commissioners. A good governor will force good state house of assembly. A good governor will influence good judiciary. But just one bad governor and everybody is stealing money. You saw it in Buhari's era now, where everybody was making money, people got rich overnight and all of that. So, as at this material time, I am not interested in running for any office as it were. I'm not interested.
Or are you, will you be willing? Will you be willing? Will you be willing to work? Because you have it. I'm not saying you are not. You say you are not qualified. I know the age. There's a never too age to run benchmark, but and you are saying all other political positions are to share money. I would not certainly believe so. Or it starts from somewhere. The House of Representatives, the House of Assemblies, even the appointments. There's a commissioner in Edo State who is doing well. So that can breed some form of support. And if you can add this, because for you, honestly, for a man like you, that from what I see, you are doing things from your heart and it's going well. Imagine if you are given the power, free will, and finances. You can start from somewhere.
True.
You can't start from somewhere. And when you start a good thing, there's no. That's why they say sometimes we are religious people. When a person starts a good thing, nothing can stop it. Rain, water, enemies, fire, nothing can stop it. You will only create a foundation for a good structure. So I don't think you have to wait to become the age to get to that to start going for the highest office. I always tell people on the show, they have a lot of great people from our country. I don't want to streamline Edo now. Imagine in this, I believe you are from Edo State. You will be from the northern part of Edo North.
Yes, I'm from Auchi in Edo North.
Exactly.
From Auchi, yes.
So if we have, I would believe you are not the only person with such a plan or a dream from your end, and we have many like us. Let me not push these people out. We have a lot of us from Edo, when we all know that good, we want the money, but money cannot control us.
True.
We want this money, but money is not good. They're not going to put money on our table and we'll say this is a stone. We know this is a mouse. No kind of amount will let people, they will put it in front of us that will make us call this something else. So with that can be a start. If that's why I believe first of all, that is why I put my energy into this. I could have been using my time for something else. But for me to come here, for everybody on this platform right now, people watching, you, yourself, and others, and many more that are not aware of this, or that a lot of good intentions can be brought to the table and a structure can stand. So that's why I asked. If we don't go into politics is not going to change.
True.
If we don't go into political parties, these people will give us the same story every 4 years.
Absolutely.
We have to be part of. The only change can come from the man in the mirror. And before you have to go into those platforms. We have to join political parties. So if you're in a political party, people come to say, no, let us do this. You tell them, for me to do this, I would not vote for it to happen. A lot of people will be like, I like Zekeri. I like the way Zekeri speaks. Zekeri, what do you think about it? That's how we start. We start with 1, later it becomes 10, and all of a sudden we have a clean political party that wants to develop and build. But let's want to ask some questions. Sorry, it might sound the questions are directly to you.
It's okay. I can answer.
When you did the 100 bags of rice thing and the 10 kg in December, who funded it? And what was the demo? Who were the people that benefited from it? What was the peak? How did you pick them? And what demographic were they?
Okay. That's a very good question. And it's a question I like to answer. If you also go through my page, like I always say, my page is a public page. If you go there, you see when I started begging for money.
Okay.
I brought out a seed fund of, I can't remember, maybe 100 or 200,000, which we only buy 10 bags.
Yeah.
At 10,000 each. I now beg people, please, please, I want to give 100. Support me. People supported me. People trusted me with their money. And majority of people that supported me, in fact, all of the people that supported me say, Teko, don't mention my name. Teko, don't mention my name. Teko, don't mention my like joke. I got 1 million to buy 100 bags of rice. Now, because we want to teach government that these things we are asking of them is not too much, it's easy to do. We look for a young Edo boy. No, most of our contracts now, they are giving it to non-Edo. A man did so much contract in Edo State, went to Osun State to build a road, invited our governor to commission it, and said it at the commissioning ground that the money used to build this road, he got it from Edo State.
Really? Are you serious?
It's not a joking matter. I can send you links so that you can watch. Your governor went to commission the project. Yes. Okay, so that's not the question you asked me. So let's go back to the question. When I got the money, I think I've been able to answer how I got funding. It's from my social media page. You can go on my TikTok and watch all the videos. There are videos where I'm yabbing governor, yabbing somebody I don't like there. But that one, ignore those ones. Look at the humanitarian work. It's there, it's chronicled. And then when I got the money, I got a young Edo boy. In fact, I even now got more than the money. Somebody called me from Lagos, a woman. Said, don't mention my name. I've never met her, I don't know her. She said, Idris, I'll send you 250,000 naira. I know you already have 1 million for your rice. This 250,000 is for you. Don't mention my name. It's for you. Take it and use it to do what you like. I like what you are saying. I like what you are doing. You know what I did? When I got the money, fear cashed me. I went and did a video. I said, Mama, you gave me this 250,000. I said I should not mention your name, but Mama, I will not mention your name. But this 250,000, I'll use it to cook rice. That was the rice I took to that place. I now went inside to see more people inside, worse than what was outside. The place at Mission Road. So after then, we wanted to show government how to share palliative. Only 100 bags. How do we do it? I put it out on social media that I need people to help me share in each of the senatorial districts. Each of the senatorial districts.
Mr.
Idris, your mic. Mr. Edric, your mic. Mr. Idris, your mic.
It goes on off and on.
Mr. Idris, your mic. Where is Idris now?
Mr. Idris, hold on. Mr. Idris, hold on. We are having a glitch again. Hold on. Mr. Idris, speak up. Can you hear me?
Now?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, you can hear me now, I guess.
Yes, it went up. So the part that we lost you was when you said you told people that you wanted people from the 3 senatorial districts. That was where we lost you. Okay.
Yes. Using the power of social media, I told people in the 3 senatorial districts, I need people from my social media. You don't need to have a direct relationship with me. If you are my friend on social media and you have the capacity to share food, just send me a message. I want to send food to you to share in your senatorial district. I can name names. In Edo North, I got a lady called Jennifer Ezike. I've never met her in my life. I've never met her. As at December.
Jennifer Ezike.
Ezike on Facebook, and go and verify. I got the one of a donut. I sent it to her, and she was in charge of distributing for a donut. When I sent it, I've never met her. I didn't know her. We only knew on social media, and we have never chatted prior. In Edo Central, I have an old friend who is a lecturer in Ambrose Ali University. His name is Ernest Asibo. He's from Edo Central. I sent to him for Edo Central. In Edo South, I was sharing by myself. Now, how do we get those to give this food? We can't give everybody. It's only 100 bags. You that is my friend on social media, that follows me, that shares my posts, that click like and do, nominate somebody in your area that is hungry, that needs food. I will go and give the person to make sure that the person is actually hungry. And then people nominated names and sent to me. People nominated names and sent to Asibo Ernest. People nominated names and sent to Jennifer Ezike. Within 5 days, we were able to distribute 100 bags of rice across Edo State. The videos are there. When I was sending to Edo North, when I was sending to Edo Central, you can check. You see the videos. So the point, what we wanted to do is not to give ourselves too much credit. We wanted to show the government that these things are doable. Yes. They sent, in December, they sent a lot of rice from the National Grain Reserve to Edo State. Did any of your family member or anybody that knows anybody you know get one bag?
No, but how was it shared? Was it shared to the governors or was it shared to
the senators? It was sent to each individual state governors.
Okay, it was shared to the governors.
I don't have the fact. No, I don't want to make allegations that are not correct. Okay, I think Edo got around 2,000 bags.
Okay, but you are sure that it was sent to the governor and not to the governor and not through the senatorials or the senators?
No. It was there was the one I know for sure that were sent to the governors. The one sent to the senators, I cannot confirm.
Okay.
But I also heard that some were sent to the senators. So, just to show our leaders that these things can be done easily, it only takes interest. If you are genuinely interested in feeding the poor is not difficult to find. So what we did was that we cut away middleman. You that is nominating somebody to me, you will not even see the bag of rice. I will take it to give the person you nominated and see the person for myself. Same with those who were sharing for Edo North and Edo Central. The videos are there. My Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok is all there. So,
and
just to say that
is that the only one you have done in a long time, or that was in December, right?
I have been doing some that I didn't publicize.
Okay.
So I had the need. No, that one was like charity. This one is not charity. This one is intervention. I don't believe in charity. Charity does not help anybody. Intervention helps. So let me not say I don't believe in charity. I do believe in charity, but I just believe that intervention is a more structured approach to attending to people.
Yes,
so we did all we did, and like I said, please, so that people don't misread this is not to give us too much credit. This is just to show that some things are possible.
Yeah. It is a very commendable one.
It's important I put this out there. That same woman who gave me that 250,000 I have never met, I later used the money to go and cook. I put it out. I'm using it to cook. Mama, no vessel. She now sent me 3 million naira for these civic voices that we just did.
What did they call it? Civic voices.
Civic voice. I'm wearing the shirt.
What is it about?
If you see watch the video, we went around, we interviewed people, we asked them their thoughts, their take on the performance of the present government. We asked them who they will vote for in the next government. We did an opinion poll. The result is almost out. It's just that we can't make it public. In fact, the result is out. We don't want to make it public so that we do not confer undue advantage on any of the governorship candidates.
Okay. And I like that part that the civic voices.
Let me expatiate on that.
Okay.
She sent, even at this point, she has still never met me. She sent me 3 million and said, use it to do your civic voices that you are planning. Civic voices cost us around 6 million. One person sent 3 million. The drone alone we use for civic, because we bought a drone, a DJI drone. You can check it, DJI Pro. I forgot it. The technical guys know it. It's around 1.8 million. The microphone we use I think I have it here.
Yeah, I can see the microphone on your social media. There's a big.
This is the mic, and this is the mic handle. This is the mic handle. So this one is 70,000 naira. This one is 650,000 naira. Then the drone is 1.8 million. That's another 3 million. So in total, then I paid staff. I had 6 staff because I want to put money in people's pockets. I got 6 young people to work for me, and then we paid them 90,000 each for 5 days work. And then we printed 600 notebooks that we shared across the street. Across the state, we bought 600 pens, biro. We shared across the state. We give to parents and say, go and give to your child. We put it in their mind that education is important. So, like I said, I don't like to talk about these things so passionately because look as if we are taking credit. I don't need the credit.
Yes, but no. Whether you're taking credit or not, you are doing something. You're taking your time. You could have put all this effort in your own personal business, and
actually, my business is suffering, but I think it's a sacrifice I'm happy to pay.
You see what I'm saying? So you can put it in your business, or even get the monies and just do 1 or 2 t-shirts, and you don't put so much in it. And we know how people do NGOs. We know NGO is a part of it. It's a non-profitable organization or profitable business, but because they say but people make money from it.
True.
You know, and when people see a good deed, we especially Nigerians, when we see a good deed, we want to. Some people like to help. A lot of people see you and say, oh, this guy is doing something good. They want to make an input. They try to give. And it's not about the money giving. It's about the time that you take out to ensure the implementation is intact. It's not about the money. You can see, everybody can sit somewhere and just send money and cross their legs. But who is going to go that far to talk to the people? To hear them cry or hear them laugh or hear them say what they have in mind. So those are the things that are important. And you have to commend, it's not, whether we like it or not, we have to give you, when I say a good thing, we give it, I applaud it. We have to applaud you for all that you have done, regardless the intentions. But you have done it, we have to applaud you. And it's beautiful that it's coming from Edo State, because I always tell people Edo is unique. We have blessed people like this. We have people that are ready to serve. People that are ready to give. Imagine, like I say again, imagine you have a governor, you as an appointed government official, and you are giving a big check to put proper implementation on paper or in action. There are things that a lot of things should be done. But again, some people that are not in government might prefer to see a third road than to see some people being fed behind the cameras.
I also like third roads too.
But you know, Rome was not built in a day.
True.
When Rome was being built, sacrifices were made. Do you know how many people died when Rome was being built? Do you know how many slaves they used to build Rome?
True.
So there are sacrifices here and there. Sacrifices, but the thing is, the key is having a person with a good heart. But well, I'm not going to. I thank you very much. I'm not going to go further. Again, I'd like to go back on your indices, back to the indices of your civic voices.
Civic voice. Yes.
In that, what I like to know the outcome, which you don't want to share out. I
can give you snippets.
Yes, I like to know what. That's why can you give us an idea of what the people are saying, even if we cannot give us a complete result? Just what are the people saying? What do they want? What are their complaints?
So I would give you snippet. I'm trying to get one of the questionnaires that was used for that program. One of the questionnaires that we didn't utilize. Okay, so let me read to you what we talk to people about. So Civic Voices Civic Edo Voices 2024 questionnaire. Part A of it: personal data, name, location, the zone where you are from, the age range. Then post question. This is the cocoa of the matter. Name 3 political parties you know. Of course, they will always mention the 3
Major.
most known political parties. Yes.
Yes.
And then the next question is: in the next election, do you think it should be zoned to a particular area, or the governor can come from any part of the state? A, zone it. B, come from any part of the state. I know majority of us here, we think that from our own polling, 73% of the population don't care where the governor comes from. That's a shocking one.
I don't care. I don't care. No, I say it all the time. I care less where it's from.
So 73% of the population don't care. They say they are not interested. It can come from any part. Then the other said zone it to a particular part. So it's there. That's just snippet. The next question, the post question, the next one is: are you voting for a particular political party, or you are voting for an individual? To shock you, that around 60% said they are voting for individual. They don't care about the party.
Yes, yes. There's a lot of people. Yes, they use the candidate. Say yes, the candidate is the key. It's not because they believe all political parties are the same, but an individual can make a difference.
So of the 5 questions, I've already given you 2 snippets. Let me give you the 4th one. The 4th question. I won't give you the
final one.
Result from this one. Yes. If the elections are conducted today, who would you likely vote for? A, Monday Webolo of APC. B, Olumide Akpata of LP. C, Aswani Godalo of PDP. Keep in mind that apart from just knowing who won this post, we also know the age that is voting for each candidate, because we took the age range 18 to 30. We know who they are voting for. 30 to 45, we know who they are voting for. 45 to 60, we know who they are voting for. 60 and above, we know who they are voting for. Just to give you a snippet, still a snippet. 60 and above, most of them voted APC. 18 to 30, most of them voted LP. 30 to 45, most of them voted PDP. Now, the final question. You know, I told you I won't tell you one.
You won't tell us, yes. It's getting more interesting.
Then the final question: what would you like the next governor of Edo State to do when he gets into office? That's a very fundamental question.
Yes, that's a fundamental
It will shock you that second only to food. When I say food, price control, things too cost to, rice no they cost to, we not fit chop, tomatoes not too cost to. Second to that was roads, the state of our roads. So this here was, you see this one is a bit folded because it's not official. This here was a complete reflection of what the people thought. And then let me, so that, because we might have statisticians here so that they understand what we're talking about.
I like to know.
Our sample size was 520 persons.
Okay.
520 persons is 0.01%, 0.001% of the population of Edo State. Edo State is, we assumed, reasonably so, that Edo is 5.2 million persons as of today. Yes. 10% of that is 520,000. 1% of that is 5,200. 0.1% of that is 520. So we spoke to 520 persons as our sample size. And that 520 persons, we spread it politically because Edo South has about 59% of the voting population. So in Edo South, we spoke to around 300 persons. Edo Central has about 15% of the voting population. We spoke to around 70-something persons in Edo Central. In Edo North, has about 26% of the voting population. We spoke to about 120-something persons in 100 and something, but I don't have the exact figures now in Edo North. So you see, it's a thorough work. It's a detailed work. And on top of this, we did videos as content to show what we were doing. So I think this election, whoever thinks he can manipulate his way with one sentiment or the other to become the next governor is living in a fool's paradise. Has a shocker waiting for him.
Yes, it is also. There'll be questions. There'll be questions coming from other people to you.
Okay.
Please, if you have your questions, please keep it ready for Mr. Idris. Where the questions has to be 1 minute, and Mr. Idris will give us the answer in 1 minute 30 seconds. But before we go to the questions, you know, elections are the campaign season has started, and yes, you did a poll. That is a very good one. But polls are just projections of how much the people at the moment can get, how the people react towards a candidate or a political party. Yes, and it's I know I don't know. When I mean I know how the people feel. A lot of people, yes, they want good roads, they want food on their table, they want the basics, yes. But I believe in a sane society.
True.
Everybody has to be part of it. Everybody will need to be part of it. And we should by this time of our time, our lives, roads should not be what a governor should be promising us.
But we don't have roads. So
Yes, there are no roads. There are no roads in the. I don't know how. Is it that they should go back to get the contractors to drill them, or I don't know?
If you allow me to be honest, I think this present government, this present one, did not do much in terms of physical infrastructure. I won't say it more than that, so that people don't accuse me of partisanship.
No, it's not been partisanship. It's been pragmatic. If you say infrastructure, yes, but how long? Okay. Let me do a little bit of assessment. How long is a road supposed to last?
A good road should last 30, 40 years, but with constant maintenance. Maintenance should be at least every 10 years.
Okay, so if the road should last a newly built road should last 30 years.
That's if you are building on asphalt pavement. If you are building on concrete, it can be up to 60 years.
That is the new one that is going up now with the ones that with the iron rod inside and solid concrete.
True.
Which we started before the Western world even introduced. Because it is now that the Western world is introducing it.
You're correct.
These are the things they are doing now in the city I live in. Now the city I live in, they put iron rods. They take out the previous ones. They put iron rods and they give it a full jam. This is what we have been doing. So if a road is supposed to last 30 years, that means some governors are supposed to do a full 8 years with just only maintenance, right?
True.
That means the contractors need to be called back to book because these roads they've always been in billions.
Our present leadership did not maintain very much. That's the truth. They didn't do a lot of maintenance. I think they are doing some maintenance now, but for the most part, this governor was
somebody.
I hate to say,
the comment said.
sleepy.
Yes, somebody in the comment said.
And you know, especially those of you in the diaspora were the target. There was a concerted effort to sell a narrative that a lot is going on. But when you come, there's not a lot going on around here. You will see for yourself. If you
when they say a lot going on, okay. I want to break an ice that I didn't want to break ever since. I visited Edo some weeks ago. I visited Nigeria some weeks ago. I live in diaspora. I don't really like to talk about it because I don't want people to feel I'm one of those people in diaspora that see a different narrative. I have my family. I have a very large family in Nigeria, in Benin, from Edo.
Okay.
And when I got to Nigeria, I don't want to use Edo as a case study. When I got to Nigeria, the problem I saw wasn't just only with the government; it was with the people. It was with all of us. When we see Because first of all, laws are hard for us to abide to. Simplest laws. Don't cross the express. You cross the express. You see a red light, you speed past it. You see a one-way road, you take on it. You see a do not U-turn, you want to do the fastest way on it. Those are the littlest things. Those are where it starts from. Imagine a person that breaks a law of beating the traffic light. If he's made a commissioner, what is he going to do? Nothing. He will carry gunmen, he will carry armed men, he will drive 6 Prado Jeeps and 2 Hiluxes, wear white, carry 5 phones, parade around town, and that's all. These contractors are not being accountable, they are not held accountable for the jobs they do. That is why in Nigeria, a house can collapse and the contractors will be in a party in the next 2 Saturdays, regardless of the people in it, because there's no accountability. We don't hold people accountable. And when people are told who is going to hold them accountable, the person that is speaking needs to be held accountable for a little misdeed. So everybody is standing on a level where they feel, let us do it like the way we like. Tomorrow if it gets to my turn, I'm not going to point fingers. That is how it starts. So where are we going to start from? I always tell people, start from the man in the mirror. But nobody in front of the mirror, everybody wants to talk to the man in the mirror, but nobody wants to start that change.
Sorry, my host. John Bosco, if you get anything against this, our guest, you feel ask him directly.
Okay.
I don't like. Hold on. I don't like situation when you discredit a man for his hard work.
I'm not discrediting. I mean, Tony, I'm not discrediting.
Hold on. John Bosco,
I don't want you to say that I'm discrediting him.
Okay. Bosco, hold on. I'm answering you because of what you wrote. I'm not stupid, you know me. I hardly get angry.
Okay.
If you want to ask a man a direct question, ask a man a direct question. Don't say he came here neutral, but he's partisan. Or
because I've watched a lot of his videos.
Hold on, Brian Bosco. As intelligent as you are, I'm speaking English right now. I'm not taking funny.
Because you're upset.
Funny from you.
No, man, I don't know why you're getting upset about it.
Hold on. Ask the young man a direct question. I'm not stopping you.
No. See,
thank
Tony,
you. Ask the young man.
Wait.
Let's get to that. We can start with John Bosco.
Tony.
We are going to ask questions.
Tony, if you had said John Bosco, don't just come and start calling me out that why am I writing things about the guy like that. No, you don't do things like that. You are the moderator. All you need to say, okay, John Bosco, why not ask him that question? You don't come and attack me like that.
You're the reason I'm attacking you.
Why are you attacking me?
You are writing on the private sector and the young man is saying it. You are cutting his train of thought off. Ask the young man a direct question.
Then that's what is. No, that's what as a moderator, all you would have just done. No, Tony, I'm not going to take it with like
you don't tell me. You don't tell me. Hold on, this is my show. Don't tell me what to tell you, please.
I know it's your show. I know.
Hold on, please. Ask the young man. Hold on. Ask the young man a direct question for the last time.
Yes, co-host. It's okay.
No, but that's what you would have told me. Not you coming to. You are attacking
Mr. John Bosco. Mr. John Bosco is okay. Mr. John Bosco is okay. It's okay. Well, Mr. Zekeri, are you there?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yes.
I can hear everything.
Yes, you know, this is you have to put on your bulletproof vest because
no, of course. No, I'm used to all that.
Good. My questions to you right now. We are talking and I say we are going to have questions. My questions are not going to come today. I'm just giving you what a submission of what I experienced. Okay, but the questions are going to start coming now. The questions to you, they will start coming. And it will be very nice to start with Mr. John Bosco. Mr. John Bosco, are you with us?
Don't worry about the question.
No, don't take it personal.
No. I'm not taking it personal, but it's okay.
No.
Somebody else can answer questions. It's okay.
No, no.
I'm not upset. I'm not upset. I'm just okay. I'm just okay. I'm not.
No, but, okay, but
I've forgotten my train of thought. I've forgotten my train of thought. I wanted to ask.
It's not about being a train of thought right now. You said I know him. He's sounding like a neutral, which is not.
Which is not, but it's the reality.
Mr. Zekeri is neutral.
Hello. Just a minute, please. Whatever happened.
Okay, let me ask him a question.
No. Before you answer, no. I just want to say something before you answer.
Because my issue,
just a
Obedient AI, please listen. This is not the first time you're doing it. When you want to interject, say you want to interject, then we'll call upon you, then you interject.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because please, whenever we write something on the
Obedient AI, you're still talking. Please listen.
No. Let Mr. Obedient AI proceed. Mr. Obedient AI, he wants to please. Mr. Obedient AI.
At least, my point is that whenever we write something on the comment section, especially on the private part, I think we should find a way to address it privately than bringing it to the public. That's just what I want to say.
Okay. Yes. We try not to. Okay. Let me answer that. Yes, I understand what my host is. My host is doing. We try not to. This is a family program, and there are no secrets here. So we try as much as possible not to keep secrets from anybody. If Mr. Zekeri is here, he has come, he's open. We'll put a microscope on him, and everything we get, we'll say it the way it is. That is what the program has been about. Even when the commissioner came, I remember Mr. Konglo spoke directly and called him an obedient and said, yes, he danced with the obedient group and he answered it. So there's no question that's too big for any individual. If a person sees you as partisan, he shouldn't shy away from saying it. I asked him before, I asked Mr. Zekeri before, where are you leaning on? Well, he told me his stance and how it has been over the years. It's all written down. Buhari 2050, Obaseki 2060, Izeyamu 2020, Peter Obi 23. So it doesn't have to be neutral. Or if he says he's neutral and somebody sees that he's not neutral, the person is free to say it. So I don't think in my own, my host, don't vex. So I don't think Mr. John Bosco has done anything wrong. Even though we know Mr. John Bosco will try to do all he wants to do to defend the governor of Edo State. Yes, Mr. John Bosco can be on that stand of wanting to defend, or you wouldn't want people to just discredit the governor like that. And I know he's not getting anything. He's just being his own. Everybody have the people they support. So, well, Mr. John Bosco, are you there? I want you to ask your question. Hit it hard. Mr. Zekeri is ready to take it and give answers if he can answer it.
I mean, Mr. Zekeri is coming here to tell us as if he's just neutral. He's just talking about how bad Edo State is without. But I mean, when you watch some of his videos, the way he attacks Obaseki, attacks the PDP candidate, he's not an ESA man, he's this, he's that. Then he's talking about beggars on a Mission Road. Those beggars, they've been there for ages. They didn't start to be beggars under Obaseki's government. And this thing that he said that he has been doing, John Osagi has his own charity that has been sharing rice and all these things and paying school fees in Edo State for years. Some other people have done it. So it's not like it's a new thing. Now, yes, you're doing a good job, but don't make it feel like Obaseki is the one that is making people hungry in Edo State, or there is the one that is making price of food expensive. Yeah, you can criticize the governor constructively, but don't just come and say you went to share things at Mission Road, that you went to look at where they were living. No, those people came from most of 88.9% of those people came from the north. And you and I know that. They've been there for ages.
Not 88. It's higher than that.
Okay, I'm just trying to be.
All the beggars are from the north. That's 99.5.
It wasn't like it was the beggars started when Obaseki became governor. Those beggars, they've been there when I was even in primary school.
Yes, but is that but controlling it or trying to reduce it, is that not part of the governor's work?
Mr. Moderator,
yeah, but there was a time the governor wanted to do.
Please. So that I don't lose track of what Mr. John Bosco is saying.
Okay, thank you.
I want, politics is a very contentious topic. If it is time to argue politics, I have the energy for it. I have the vitality to argue politics. But sometimes when we talk development, humanitarian services, it's usually not politics. You asked me a lot of questions today, and you did not ask me, is it governor that is making people hungry? I can't remember you asked me that question, and I answered to the affirmative. You only asked me what I was doing, and I explained to you vividly. I even went on to say that there was a boy from Taraba. Of course, it's not Obaseki governing Taraba, right? And when I told you about the people at Ringo, I didn't tell you the governor made them hungry. I only say people see the ones in the front. If you go inside, you see even some more people who are even suffering more. But because you have a mindset about the person, Idris Zekeri, you are allowing it, alter the way you see things.
Because that's what I see. That's what I have seen your videos.
Excuse me, sir. Dion Osage is doing a lot. Fantastic guy. I like Dion. A lot of other persons are doing a lot. I would never come here to talk about what we've been doing if I was not asked. All right? I was asked to talk about it, so I talked about it with pride because we are doing it here in our state, and the feedback is good. And then about Obaseki, I don't like the man. I think the man has done poorly. I think his administration is calamitous. I mean, you can't hold me on that. I don't like him. I'm not apologetic about it.
Now you're talking. Now because now you're showing you are.
And then, excuse me, sir. I did not ever say here that I am neutral. When the moderator asked me my political trajectory, I broke it down from 2011. I'm not a coward. I will tell you where I am. In this election, I will tell you where I am. I have not said it yet because it has not become imperative for me. Election is 5 months away. All right? So the point of, you want to tie, the problem is you want to tie everything that happens with elections. There is life before elections. There is life even during elections. 99.9% of the people here are not fed by politics, including myself. The government you are talking about have offered me positions that I rejected. And I have proof. And then I was saying something about the road commissioned in Osun State. You were debating it. The video is here.
Yes,
I did not debate it. You said he gave a man. Wait.
The point I want to make so that I yield the floor back to you is that you accuse me of not liking Obaseki, but you don't like me, and I'm not even angry with you.
I don't say I don't like you.
Mr. Zekeri, why do you feel he doesn't like you?
Please, take it easy.
I never said I don't like you. I just said that I've seen your videos.
Pardon?
I never said I don't like you. I never said that. You just said that you hate him, that you don't like Obaseki.
Yeah, I do agree that I don't hate him.
You just said it.
I don't like him.
Okay, sorry, you didn't use hate, but you said you don't like him.
He said you didn't like Obaseki. Yes.
I don't like him. I think he has not done well. You may think he did well. That's up to you, bro.
Because why I said that is that you said he gave a contract to a man from Osun State. That the man used the money he made in Edo State. But you're not telling us the full story.
I want to be quoted rightly. I want to be quoted rightly. What I said is that a contractor in Edo State, a person who works in Edo State for Edo State government, and I'll mention names, built a road in Osun State. And our governor went there to commission it in company of Osun State governor.
But did you tell the full story what the man has done in Edo State himself? The contractor you're talking about, the Soromi guy you're talking about.
My brother, excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Don't mix apples and oranges.
Nobody's mixing apples and oranges. Let me tell you something.
Can I talk?
Let me tell you something.
We are not quarreling. We are not quarreling.
We are discussing here. And I like the fact that we are giving each other.
I did not say the man stole money from Edo State. I did not say the man did not work in Edo State, or maybe he diverted our money. I did not say it because I don't have evidence. All right? Even when there are a lot of pointers to that fact. I am saying the man who he was a contractor in Edo State made so much money, enough, so much so that he was able to build his road in his own state. Which Edo person has made money here as a contractor and built even a borehole in his village inside Edo?
Because maybe the person doesn't want to do it. Because did you say the man? Did you say it was a tax concession? Wait, Mr. Zekeri, did you say Mr. Soromi's construction of it wasn't only road? He did hospital too in OAU hospital. He gave them equipment through tax concession of the states, which started from Governor Yetola. Did you say that? And Obaseki said that he has paid his own tax credits in Edo State too. Did you say that? You just sounded that as if Obaseki just gave the man contract. The man made money and moved to his state. He didn't pay taxes in Edo State.
No,
What is wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? Let me ask you one question.
Mr. John Bosco, it is very, very. I appreciate the fact that you have knowledge of this as well, because on this show, like I say, we always pass across knowledge to each other. And yes, Mr. Sarumi, that's what he's called. He's a philanthropist, but is he a contractor?
I don't know. I don't know if he's a contractor. He said he's
so I don't know. I'm just asking. How did he get to get the funds from Edo that he used to do the 55-kilometer road?
He must have. Yes, he's a contractor because Obaseki said that he paid his tax credits in Edo State.
Okay.
And he still paid in Edo State and in Osun State.
Okay.
And because of that tax credit, I was able to do the road. So me, I don't see anything wrong with somebody from another state. He's a Nigerian. We all come abroad to a country where our parents are not even from that country, and we get citizenship. We work there. We run for office there. So why can't somebody from another state do it in Nigeria?
Okay, that's because he's a contractor, and like Mr. Idris said, he said initially that a contractor, yes, or he did that came to Edo State, made money from Edo State. Mr. Idris, do you have a problem with a contractor from Osun State?
No, I think my brother is very angry, which is fine.
No. Nobody's angry. Nobody's angry. Trust me, Mr. Idris. Nobody's angry.
From his tone.
Probably because you don't see his face. You can't see his face.
It's fine.
Just see the tone of his voice.
It's
that's
okay.
John Bosco for you.
From his tone, I think maybe he's unhappy that we are saying things the way we are saying them.
That's John Bosco. That's
All
John
right.
Bosco for you.
But the point is this. Let's be clear. You know, he tried to compare what has happened in Edo State and Osun State with those who travel abroad and make money. You would agree with me. Thank God all of us are black here, so nobody will accuse me of racism. That even when you travel abroad, that the citizens of that country are first priority before you that came as an immigrant. So that is a known fact. So those things don't even compare. Then secondly,
it compares. It does compare.
Why do you keep interrupting me, sir?
Sorry. Mr. John Bosco, yield, please. Let him finish. Then is the guest in the show.
I do not have a problem with anybody making money anywhere and putting it anywhere. All right? But our argument, one of the quarrel we have had with this administration, is that even our small jobs, our small contracts, are outsourced to people outside the state. One of the ways of keeping money in a state in circulation is to invest that money in the people of that place, whether resident or whether indigenous or non-indigenous, as the case may be, whether indigenous or resident. There is no way the U.S. government, for example, will give any of its contracts, U.S. government, to a foreign contractor.
Yes,
maybe 1%.
You're right. Well, can I interject in that? Can I interject? Okay. Try to let me just interjection. On this Mr. Sarumi's case, I
don't know the man. I'm sorry, sir. Please, you know when you mention him, looks like I know the man. I'm angry.
No.
I don't even want to know him.
No, it's
right?
okay.
I'm just making a point, and I need to make it. Let my brother understand.
I will understand your point. But when I'm trying to interjecting, I'm not going to. We are going to continue. Mr. Sarumi's case here, I have not read it. But I will go back to do my findings because I don't know if Mr. Sorumi, the kind of contract he did with Edo, that he made that money. I don't know. But again, going back to what you said, if we want to have the roads built, I remember all the time it was strictly Julius Berger. Julius Berger is not from Edo State. Then they had the high tech. Then they had the RCC. I think RCC had Edo Connect. But if you want to have a good job, my father is retired now. He is an engineer. Cool. My father was great at what he did. Yes, he was. I think Dosek or this SPEB on Ikoba Hill. My father was the person that did that SPEB, whatever, during the Babangida's regime. I'm not trying to blow a whistle here, but I'm saying when you have a contractor that is good, you have a contractor or a builder that is good. Wait.
Okay, sir.
But Julius Berger was brought, or ROCC or High Tech was brought to bring it because of the antecedents. So we don't know the contract that this man. We cannot say because we are Edo people and we give them. We have to give Mr. Omorege. Sorry, I don't know if there's a Mr. Omorege here. You give Mr. Omorege the contract because he says he's an engineer to go and build a hospital that he has never built before. That is not proper. That is when mismanagement comes. That is when contracts are awarded and people don't see the outcome.
Sir, can I say something here now, sir? Please, just 1 minute.
Who is this, please?
It's actually King.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
First of all, good evening, everybody on the platform.
Welcome.
And I've listened to Idris spoke. Then I've also listened to our other brother, Mr. John Bosco, speaking. And I have a lot of concern. And even while our host was making a statement just now, that we have to look into the type of contract that this person did for Edo and stuff like that. You see, Edo is a very big state with a lot of potentials therein. It will be very absolutely wrong for any of us to conclude that nobody is competent enough in Edo to handle whatsoever project that person must have handled. It is a slap on the people of Edo across board. For instance, you just made reference to your father. If he was not recommended for that job, will he go to government house and start fighting government to give him the job? He has to be recommended, and his recommendation has to be honored. Moving away from there, I saw our brother John Bosco supporting the administration of Obaseki, trying to make us believe, just as they are doing on social media, trying to make us feel that there is a lot on ground. And of course, obviously, there's nothing on ground. I call it political propaganda. They are doing social media fraud, social media scam. You see, in our Edo dialect, for those who understand Edo language, or where Eminoma or Yegbe, meaning a good product market itself. If Obaseki has done well, the report from the locals on the street should tell you. That is why I was in a platform yesterday, and I challenge every Obaseki supporter, and I challenge Aswa Ighodalo. Let them campaign with the legacy of Obaseki if they can win a local government. If Obaseki have done well, as every of his supporter and those who support Aswa Ighodalo as they are claiming, let them use the achievement of Obaseki to flag off their campaign. Let us see if they will win any local government. You see, it is very painful that our people don't want to accept the reality on ground. And I don't know why. If it is because of political sentiment, or being a party faithful, or being a family member to Obaseki, or what have you. Today, if I'm not mistaken, maybe today or yesterday, the Commissioner for Art, Culture, and Tourism in Edo State was stripped of her chieftaincy title from our own traditional ruler because she disrespected him. Where did she get that from? Obaseki. We must not shy away from the
excuse me, King. Wait.
No, Gina, I have to reply him.
No.
I have
You have to reply him. I want to ask him, where did who get the disrespect? Someone disrespected the ruler. Was it Obaseki that said she should disrespect him?
Okay, now let me explain. You see, I will still speak Bini again. Or where a now, what does that mean? She has seen the struggle and the tussle Obaseki is pulling out with the Benin Traditional Council. Then she has observed that if she does anything of such nature, she will have the backing of the governor simply because she is a commissioner. Now, let me explain what happened. According to the report that we heard, she visited her town, her hometown. She was in her car asking her PA to tell her own traditional ruler to come and meet her in her car. You can see the cheap. You can see how cheap.
So you are going to blame that on another person's family?
100%. I will blame it on Obaseki 100% because why?
Okay. Mr. Ike King, you have
Can I
to,
speak?
I'm not saying you're not saying what you're saying, but you cannot blame somebody for another person's misgiving. Let us be. See, I don't know. We are old men. We have wives and children, and our children hear the things we say. It's like going to arrest Paul for Peter's crime. If a woman sits in her car and says the leader should come, so it's another man that you want to take that told her, or what? Is it Obaseki that told her not to go to her village and do what she did? Let's say, you might not like Obaseki. I'm not saying Obaseki is not agreeing on the ballot, and we are not. Obaseki is. We are just saying we got to this part because according to the story, they said the discussions bring another discussions. But when you want to start pointing finger, then you have brought the palace. That's where where politics should never be taken to. Edo politics should never be taken to the monarch. That is when people bring that, I try to cut it off. I allow them to speak, but I try to cut it off. I'm not saying I am for or against, but the politics should be politics. The monarch should be respected and not brought into politics.
Okay.
You sound like
can I have 1 minute?
Moderator,
Can I have 1 minute?
Point of information, sir.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that the monarch should not be brought into politics. I'm very careful when it comes to the monarchy.
Yes.
But there are facts that you cannot deny.
No,
one of the facts, sir, is that our governor created local traditional councils that will make the delegates what is supposed to be a duke, an appointee of the palace of the Oba of Benin, an appointee of the Oba will now become a traditional ruler in his local government by the creation of local traditional councils. This is a fact.
Like I said, I'm not going to moderate.
I am not saying it is good.
I'm not going to be a host in any show that the monarch will be brought into this. I would rather exit the portal and allow you guys continue. This is my own thinking. Because when we talk about politics,
let's proceed without the monarchy.
I never, ever, that's how I give respect to those that deserve it. If you want to talk about Edo politics, want to talk about APC, these are bloody political parties. You are going to bring out a monarch that is over 100 years for what Nigeria 60-something years, 30-something years independence. No, I will not be a part of it. So let's just, anything we want to say here today, please let's take the monarch and the great Oba of Benin out of it. Please. That's just my own beg.
One thing I get to understand for this platform, we not discuss religious, we don't discuss tradition. We discuss
religion. I can discuss religion, but when it comes to that, when it comes to monarch, I don't mix it with politics.
We discuss pure social.
This is I don't say politics, please.
Yeah,
please.
We discuss.
I respect your views. I don't get it twisted. I respect the views of every man, and it's open. But I don't know about my host or my co-host. I myself, I won't do
my host, you're right. We don't discuss. If you watch our previous videos, you'll be watching it. We don't discuss tradition. We don't discuss religion. It's a sensitive matter for people. But not that people don't. They have different platforms for that. Everybody cannot do the same thing. It's a collective effort to move a state forward. But this one, our own platform here is just pure social issues based on human development, development and politics and security. You understand? So you have the right to speak and talk to your governor the way you deem fit, but no insult. And again, John Bosco, I'm not against you or not for you. We have to protect our guests. We bring people here to come and speak. We can't bully them out. People have to air their view. You can challenge them, free to challenge him. But I won't allow him to insult you, and I won't allow you to insult him. It's a pure thing. I have respect for everybody. It's pure and simple.
Yeah, but Mr. Ike King, Mr. Ike King, please continue. Sorry, Mr. Ike King. Sorry, I interjected. But
all right, no problem. Thank you very much. I understand your analysis, and I understand your the message you are trying to pass. And thank you, everyone. So moving forward, we must understand that in reality, Obaseki administration have not done well. Let's take, for example, Obaseki is a governor that is completing his 8 years tenure. In the first 4 years, what was his achievement? Complain about Oshomole. Oshomole is trying to impose people for me to make them commissioner. Oshomole is imposing people for me to make them commissioner. I have the people I want to work with. He does not want me to do the things that I promised to do for Edo people. That was the narrative we were told. Because of that, the entire Edo state brought out a slogan that was being popularized by Albert Obaze on media, 4+4 talk back, 4+4 talk back. And we stood our ground to the point that people were standing at the field trying to protect and secure their vote, to ensure that their vote counts. Then at the end of the day, he got the opportunity to become governor of Edo State for the second time under the umbrella of PDP. Haven't finished 4 years under APC. Coming on board, it takes its administration a long period of time to even appoint commissioners. Local government election was not conducted up until recently in this same administration.
Okay,
As we speak now,
Mr. Ike, you are condemning, yes, we are condemning, we are not supposed to be Obaseki has, you say Obaseki has not done well. Abi?
he has not done, absolutely, he has not done anything.
Obaseki is not on the ballot. Obaseki is going. He's taking the billions that he has and he's going. Obaseki might not even visit those states again.
All right. You see, the
reason I'm saying this is, okay, Obaseki should not be on the equation because everybody don't Benin, everybody, like what Mr. Idris said, Benin, the people, they are hungry. Yes, we see and he's doing his best to make things work. That is a good one. Like the government don't have to do much. We can make things happen. That's what he was trying to portray. Now, we have new candidates coming. Who are you supporting, Mr. Ike King?
Very, very simple. Very simple.
Who?
If I tell you, I am supporting Pastor Azeme Azena of the NNPP, and I will give you reasons and facts why I am supporting him. It is very simple.
You're supporting who?
Pastor Azeme Azena of NNPP.
Pastor
Azeme Azena of NNPP. Then I will give you reasons and facts why I am supporting him. You see, let me start from reading our Edo State political history, because when many times people talk about don't talk about Obaseki, talk about the new candidate, but we cannot talk about the future if we do not make references to the past.
Yes,
Because
you are making references to which past?
I am coming.
Sorry,
let me see something.
Please, if you can time it, I think that would be very good. Like 2 minutes for everyone, so that everyone.
Okay, yes. Let's make it brief.
Moderator, sir, my phone is down to 9%.
Oh, so
I do not want to go off so that it will not look as if I'm running away.
Okay, Mr. Idris. Mr. Idris, was beautiful to have you on the show.
I would have loved to ask you a question, but it's so unfortunate. No problem.
No, we will bring Mr. Idris. I will communicate with you and you will be back on the show.
I would like that. My brother has been saying he wanted to ask. I would like you to please quickly. I'll beg Ike to oblige the man to ask so that we can use that. I can use that to give my closing remarks, sir.
Politics aside, because I'm not here for politics, because right from time I've been watching your videos and all that. And based on your analysis, how you voted for Oshomole from AC, then Obaseki from AC.
2011 was PDP, Goodluck Jonathan.
No, I'm not talking about presidency. I'm talking about Edo State. Okay. Yeah, so it revolved around. It seems that your politics have been revolving around Oshomole, but that is just by the side.
Revolving around?
No, that is not the question I want to ask. It's just a side. Okay. Yeah. The most important thing is that you talk about Edo State being poor. You know, what is it just to give people money or whatever? Which solution do you have in mind? Don't be political about this. Like, do you think those indigenous need at this time? You know, don't be, remove politics out of it.
That's a very good question. Thank you very much. That's a very good question. Like I told you I'm speaking statistically and I'm speaking from the records that we have. From the analysis we conducted, the most important thing to people now is food, hunger, cost of living. No, if I say cost of living, that will include rent, but
But don't you think something lead to that? That's what do we need? Because we can give me food now, we eat
that's what I
tomorrow.
want to say.
Okay, continue.
So, the cost of living, right? So, if I was a governor, for example, if I had the powers of a governor, or if I had the resources of a governor, I would spend a significant amount of money on education and agriculture. Not even roads yet. We'll come to roads. Because those are living abroad, I've been doing a lot of studies about how people live abroad. That people they think people enjoy living abroad. You would agree with me that even the poorest of the poor is able to eat. There are food banks, and then food is not a problem. Food is cheap. At least majority of people abroad are able to eat, even if you are poor.
We cannot hear you, Mr. Idris. We cannot hear you. Cannot hear you. Your mic. We
Maybe
can't
when
hear
they
you.
come back next time, man. No problem.
Hold on. We cannot hear you. Please, can you mute and unmute? Something is wrong with your mic. Unmute.
You're also muted as well.
Now?
Yes,
We
can hear you now. Okay, Mr. Idris, sorry, before you go ahead, I know your battery is down. You're so up. Mr. Kene wants to add a question. Mr. Kene, please add your question to it and let Mr. Idris just wrap it up. He has 9% battery. Mr. Kene?
Yeah, what please, how far?
I did fine. I beg, ask Idris your question quickly because the battery will soon die.
Now 6%.
Okay, what I wanted to ask him is about the internal rules of Edo. It's not looking good at all. And what is the government doing? Who has the responsibility of those internal rules and most of the I see you complain of food and all these things. The Edo North, which happens to be the farmer area that I saw in Edo State,
yes,
are somehow scanty. People are not in that city anymore. It's like people run away from those environments to the city of Edo State, and so it's just somehow insecurity in that area. Even some schools there are not functional anymore. Even the major university that from there you run to that Igbonedo University. That university, the road is getting somehow. That place is getting somehow old and deserted. So what's the cause of it, and why should the government leave such very interested area when you talk of food basket of Edo State? Why is it being neglected in that manner?
That's a
So
very good question. That's a very,
what's
very
the
good
government doing to improve it?
That's a very good question. Well, I don't want to offend my brother here who likes Obaseki a lot. I think the government is not doing very much. But to say what can the government do, that's a very good question. What can the government do? Look, internal roads are the sole responsibility of state and local governments. We all know that most of the states have put local government in their back pocket, and this is putting it very politely. Okay, so if internal roads are bad, look to your governor. Even the so-called federal road, many state governors, prominent among which is former Ebonyi State governor, the present minister of state. You may not like him, but when he was governor, he did a lot of federal roads. Even the Wike that people abuse every day did a lot of federal roads. I'm not a big fan, I'm not a fan of Wike. When this man was in Lagos, he did a lot of federal roads, Fashola. Not all, but most of them, especially the pressing one. Even if you cannot fix it and make it dual carriage, at least rehabilitate it so that people can drive on it. And then why are people not going to the farm? Insecurity is one. Number two, if you have a pawpaw or cassava or a pineapple farm in Ewu, you can't get pineapple to Benin now. Your truck will sleep on the road for 1 month. Pineapple will rot. Your tomatoes cannot leave Edo North to come to Benin. Your Somegbe rice cannot leave Edo North to come to Benin. Food is so a plate of food in Benin now in a decent restaurant is around 5,000 naira. So look, You may like any government that you want to like. You are entitled to it. I don't hate people. You know, I don't hate, but I dislike when not much is going on and people don't want us to talk about it. You can support who you want to support. That's fine. But we should have the right, just like you have the right to support, we should also have the right to say, no, you have not done enough.
Okay, yes, Mr. Idris, I know your battery is 9%, probably 3% now.
It's now 5%. We can keep going till it goes up.
Okay, I did a few calculations. Are you saying that Mr. Obaseki or the governor Obaseki did not do anything at all that we can commend him for, even if he just won?
There are a few things to commend.
There are what?
There are a few to commend. A few things to commend.
Okay, that's all. That's all.
I'm not going
to say you should start naming them. But I said
don't ambush me. Don't ambush me. I don't want to
ambushing you.
somewhere.
I have 5% for your battery. 5%.
1 minute, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Renovation of the state secretariat, fantastic. That place has been there. Comatose. In fact, a friend of mine who is in government took me because he wanted to prove to me that his governor was doing well, to show me a fantastic place. The lifts are now working. Wonderful. Palm House. You know, renovation of a few things here and there. Okay. My two major quarrel with the governor is that you are renovating places that were built by people. When you appropriate so much credit to yourself for renovating Palm House, what will Samuel Gbemudia do in his grave that built Palm House?
Sorry, please, can I push back, please? Can I push back,
excuse
please?
Me. No, before you push back, let me wrap it up on that.
Yeah, so I just want to correct some misinformation, please.
Which is
who built? Okay, correct, sir.
Yeah. They talked about the inner roads in Edo, the inner roads in Edo. So let's take let me take Benin City for example. Which of the inner roads are bad? Because they said Obaseki did not do inner roads.
Which of the inner roads in Benin are bad? Is that your question?
Yes.
Was it Mr. Idris that said inner roads? Or it was Mr.
No, Mr. Akene said it.
Okay, when you get to Aoshi Polytechnic, once you get to that, once you get to Aoshi Polytechnic, then you divert. Yeah.
Mr. Akene, you have been to Edo State maybe once or twice. Sometimes you should just allow people that live there to discuss. I'm not saying you should not.
Okay, so before my battery go up, sir.
Aoshi is not the roads of Benin, so yeah.
Because I don't want.
How should not be Edo?
Now Edo, listen. Now I go Aoshi.
Okay. Sorry, I beg. I don't know.
You know the reason why I asked you that question just now, man, is the fact that it's so unfortunate that Edo people, most especially majority of Edo citizens, we don't know what's called.
Mr. AI, you stop that language you use. Don't use that word. Unfortunately, Edo people don't know what they want. And you are one of them. You are here.
Now. I don't understand.
No, hold on. Mr. AI, stop using a salty word.
No,
please.
It's not insulting. I say most Edo people.
No. My host, hold on.
What's wrong with this?
I don't understand though. It's always after.
Hold on, Mr. AI, calm down. If you can calm down, I'll calm down with you. We all have this show. We all run this show. We don't go after your personality. Go after his submission.
You allow me to continue what I'm saying. I'm not. See,
if I allowed you, I've allowed you. I'm not allowing you because I don't want you to go on that trajectory or on that path. Please rephrase and say what you. Okay. Don't use that language. Unfortunately, people don't know what they want. Don't use that language, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Let me rephrase. Just rephrase. The whole
thing.
Okay. Can I speak about the
issue? Wait now. Please.
It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate that majority of Edo people really don't know what development is all about. Reason being that most of the people are hungry in Edo State today because they lack human capital development. Today, Edo State is lagging in so many areas. And Edo State, we all talk about just giving food and all of that. Edo State, in terms of human capital development, is the least. And this current government now is trying to raise that bar. And until they build one skyscraper around your village or whatever, they say that's the only thing when a governor work. But there are so many things I would have loved to talk about. I don't want to go in details. but it's okay.
Okay.
So
So
can I
Mr.
ask
Mr.
my
AI,
can I
Mr. AI,
Sir,
can I
okay.
I'm down to 4%. I will ask a question and make a statement. The question is, you said the present government has done a lot in terms of human capital development. That's why
Yes.
people are poor.
No,
The question I would like you to give me very specific answer is, in what ways has he done human capital development apart from maybe the training of civil servants?
Well, I was going
yeah.
to fact check. I was going to fact
No,
check.
no,
I
no.
was
Wait,
going to fact
wait,
check him.
Mr. Lion, we are going to
I-
fact check. But he has asked AI a question. Let AI answer. AI, be brief.
Okay. There are
Apart
so
from,
many.
you said apart from Mr. Zekeri, you said apart from
the training of civil servants,
okay, which is one,
well known,
which is one, okay,
which is documented. No,
Mr.
that in
AI,
itself,
Mr. AI,
has.
which other one do you know?
Okay,
Which
fine.
other one do you know? I want to be educated, sir.
Yeah, Edo Innovation Hub is one of the most innovative area of human capital development that the current governor have done. A good example, a friend of mine who finished from that school is living in Benin as we speak right now. He works with a company here in the United States of America, not earning less than $5,000 per month in Edo State.
Where is it located?
Yaro, it's not a Yaro, what's it called? From Uniben.
Okay, so let me
that technical hub now, where they train those software engineers, all those stuff. Those are one.
Point of order, sir. Edo Innovative Hub is in IC Road. That's one. Secondly, Edo Innovative Hub is not a school, right?
See, okay, fine, continue.
Excuse me, sir. Normal programs that people do in hotels. Maybe Ford Foundation want to do a training for people. Maybe Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation want to do training for people. They go to a hotel and bring people in like they do in Abuja. I also attend a lot of those programs in Abuja. Edo Innovative Hub now centralize those kind of training. That people, international organization, national organization want to do training. People can now go there and attend. I have attended one myself. I attended one by.
That's the one you know. That's the one you know.
Sir, can I land? I live in Edo State, sir.
I live in Edo State too.
So I have attended one by Samson Ogbole. This farming that you don't use, soilless farming. It has apart from the provision of the building, Edo State has maybe little to no contribution to it. Sir.
Okay. But at least
apart from the provision of the
building. Lion, please, no. Let's go back to Lion now. Lion, my sister, Mr. Uyi. Mr. Uyi, make your submission on the fact checking so that we can.
Okay. We're talking about
at 2 hours today.
Yeah, we're talking about the federal roads. That the way Obaseki neglected the federal roads, and you cited example from a Ebonyi State governor and Nyesom Wike. Are you aware that Obaseki was actually going to start fixing the federal roads when it started from Sapler Road and it was stopped by Ministry of Works? That the road have already been awarded to 2 contractors. Are you aware of that? It's even on the internet. Obaseki even alluded to that fact himself, and the Ministry and the Federal Ministry of Works.
Because I am almost going off. I do not have the facts to what you've just said.
I have the facts.
Excuse me, sir. If you have it, I would like you to provide it. Secondly,
just type it on YouTube. Type it on YouTube.
Hold on, sir, please. That a governor said something does not make it correct. Obaseki said in 2020 that in the next 4 years we will have light. Can I just land? I'm almost going off.
The ministry is accused. No.
All right. Can I say something?
Mr. Uyi, everybody hold on. Uyi, please.
In my final words,
Mr. Uyi, let him land, please.
Don't hear though. I'm going off now. In my final words, I want to thank you for this opportunity to share thoughts. In politics, everybody do not agree. I'm a little pained that the politics of it has covered the humanitarian side of it. It was the humanitarian side of it that was supposed to have the bulk attention. But it's fine. It's part of the discussion. Thank you very much. I thank my friend, the other man who is the moderator. God bless you, sir. IK, God bless you. Those who don't like me very much, like my good friend JB, right? JB.
I love you. I don't hate you.
There's no hate here.
I like you. It's just we're just talking. I don't hate you.
John
I
Bosco,
don't
yes,
think
it's okay to love and hate at the
I
same
love
time.
I love
No,
the
no, no,
aspect
no,
of
no.
Without
It's
hate,
not a
there's
love.
no
It's
love.
not a love-hate
Thank you.
relationship.
No,
So
without hate,
thank
It's a
there's
you.
no
love
love.
relationship.
I look forward for to having a far more robust, more and more
Yeah,
robust
yeah.
conversation of
Yes,
this
yes,
type.
we are
And
here
then,
with
It
you.
was nice
as it
talking to
were,
you, Idris.
we,
Mr.
yes, sir.
Idris, we need more people like you to come on board to tell us
Excuse
about
me,
Edo.
and it's not
We have
about
not been
praising.
around for
Hey,
some time, so
hey,
we
hey,
need people
hey,
to
hey.
come and we
Excuse
need
me.
people to come and
Excuse me, it's not about praising Mr. Idris.
we don't want
Go
propaganda.
and follow him on social media. He has a TikTok account. Go and follow him so that we can all unite.
But moderator, I put my hands up twice to ask a
Because
question. I was never given the opportunity to.
he has come here. Go to his social media.
Moderator, I put my hands up twice to ask a question. You never give me the opportunity.
No,
Can you
but
quickly ask that one so that I'll use the last 2% to
Please,
answer?
Madison, allow Tukpo to ask before. Tukpo, please ask.
Tukpo should be asking instead of praising him. Tukpo ask.
So
Tukpo, ask your
the
question,
last 2%
please.
so that I can answer you, sir. Please go ahead. I like
No, I didn't praise him. I just said we need robust discussion.
Well, you say you need more like him.
People with
Tukpo, ask your question.
Okay, my
He has
question
to
was
back
just
to.
I wanted to know whether you have ever belonged to a political party and which political party did you belong to prior to the presidential election in 2023, and which political party were you in as at January this year? That's all I just wanted to know.
Thank you. Very good question. I have never registered, underlined, registered in any political party. I have supported political party in the past. In 2020, I was part of the State Campaign Council of APC. In 2023, I was the National Campaign Council of Labour Party. In 2011, I was Save Nigeria Good. I supported Goodluck Jonathan in PDP. So I've been here and there. But I have never went to take party card in any political party. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Zekeri. Thank you, Mr. Zekeri.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to know.
We thank you for
coming. I wanted to
just
be sure that you have an unbiased submission. That's all.
No, I am not unbiased.
He doesn't have to have unbiased submission.
Excuse me,
biased
let me be
wants
straight.
to be biased. It's human to be biased.
When it comes to politics, I am not unbiased. The people I like, people know. The people I don't like, people know.
Simple.
But apart from politics, there is the humanitarian side.
No, when I mean unbiased, I'm trying to say
yes.
partisans. You know, like you are taking the candidate for who they are, which means you are unbiased. That you are going through to your
Thank
spirit.
you.
That is, you are not trying to be
Mr. Idris.
There is no way you cannot. There's no way you cannot be biased.
Mr. Idris,
So
I just want to quickly say this to you, please. Since you are on ground, if you can try to reach out to our younger youth coming up, if they can embrace technology, is leading, so that they should just stop complaining about the governor have done well or not, because we need people from our state to be able to upskill themselves.
The thing is, okay, so I'll quickly answer it before my phone goes off. Is our people have embraced technology, our younger ones. The problem is that they are using it wrongly. That's why you hear voices like
that's what I'm begging each and every one of us.
What we are going to do, now you have put an idea on my head. I'll source funding, I'll beg people, so that I'll begin to conduct training and retraining to take people's mind from deploying technology wrongly. Thank you so much. That's a very
thank you. Mr. Zakari, one more.
Thank you very much.
One more from me, please.
One more question. Go ahead.
His phone is dying.
Excuse me, John Bosco, the phone is not yet dead. You can take more questions.
Mr. Idris,
one more question. Let's go.
Mr. Idris, please, one more for you, please, from me.
Go ahead,
there is in that Edo Innovate, there are tech programs, tech training being offered free for Edo youths to access, because from the information that I have, that most of the persons assessing those things even come from Delta State and neighboring states, because Edo youths are not keen into it.
Sir.
No, Edo youths are not keen into it. So if you can't also use your platform or use your goodwill,
so let me quickly answer.
To reach out
I will do
to
that.
them.
I don't want this to go off without answering your question. I will do just that.
No, it's not a question.
Okay, sir. I can also guarantee you, sir, that I have done a program at Edo Innovative Hub sometime in 2020. So I know what I did. I rented a hall, paid for it, and did a program there.
No,
so I know what
I
am talking about.
Because last week,
yeah, it's different.
Last week, because I know last week.
So we put out the word.
Let who he finish now. Let who he finish with his question.
because last week they had a tech training there for like 100 slots.
Was it
And,
paid for?
and it's free, and most of those things I know how much it cost me to even do one of them here. So
Is
you
that
know these
Uyi,
things cost like thousands of pounds here.
Uyi, it don't drop. But it don't drop. I beg, Mr. Host, give me this time. Let me sanitize some
No,
certain
let
people.
me finish. You can,
No, I
so
beg.
that you can go
Uyi
and
will
watch
finish.
it
I
later.
beg. I
No,
want to
so
flesh out my.
I don't
I want
understand this
flesh out my.
vendetta now. Wait, they don't come get from here.
Hey, Uyi, hold on, please. Nobody go after me. Go after what I'm saying. In the last 9 minutes, you people enjoy the discussion. It's a simple thing. We are graduates here, we are adults here, we are intelligent here. I don't like when I start correcting people. If you want to go after somebody, go after his submission. Don't go after his personality. It takes us time to bring these people to the platform. We are all Edo. There's no Edo that's more greater than other Edo. Somebody on the ground doing something, you commend him. If you want to discredit what he's doing, you discredit what he's doing. Don't go after his personality. I don't like that. I'm a very calm person, reserved person in this show. I hardly talk. I watch everybody. Can be intelligent in your own part. Believe me, you can't beat me in the area I'm good at. And I can tell you everybody's behavior. Don't have a biased mind towards people submitting their opinion. You can go after his opinion, but leave the person alone. We all cannot do it alone by ourselves. We need people to come and speak to us. This platform belongs to everybody. It's not Obaseki or Aswen or Kwewolo or Labour Party
But people have
candidate.
right to push back
Hold
now.
on, Uyi, please. Hold on.
Tony,
I
but
was
people
speaking
have
to
right to push back.
hold on, Uyi. Please for the last time. I was speaking to a senator early hour today. You know what they told me? We always go after people's personality that want to submit submission. It's wrong. Why can't we just be out as adults and last 5 minutes, guys were engaging this guy on social issues on his submission. How does that sound? Does it sound great to you guys? Please, I don't like I beg.
Tony,
Please.
can I ask you a question?
Hey, yeah, don't ask me a question. Sorry.
Why?
But
Why can't I ask
Tony,
you a
when
question?
you are,
Why
but
can't I ask
Tony,
you a question?
don't
Why?
ask me
why
a
can't they
question.
talk to you
Why
now?
can't I ask you a question? Tell me the reason.
Tony, it's not. Then you need to
Tony,
see
we are not children here. You can't just tell us that you can't
Yeah,
answer any
I
question.
am not coming. I'm not coming after you, John Bosco. I did not come
The
after
man
you.
just made a
I made
sensitization
a
of the
submission. You are
platform.
coming after
He's
my
not
personality.
asking
What kind
for
of nonsense is that?
questions. It is sensitization of the platform, how it
What
can
kind
be
of nonsense
healthy
is
for
this
all
now?
of
I'm just
us.
talking about what we are doing wrong. Everybody's coming after
Yes,
me.
simple.
What kind of nonsense is this? Please speak if you want to speak. Don't come after my personality. I did not call you a child. I did not call you a small boy.
But
Please,
he just said he
everybody.
wants to ask you a question. You've not
No,
even
can I
listened
ask you
to
a
him
question?
to know what is
That's my
what he
point.
wants to
I
Can I ask you a
said
say.
I
question?
don't want to take a
And I don't
question.
know
He's
why
not
I don't
taking
know
Please,
why
questions. He
Eden,
everybody
doesn't
Eden,
doesn't
don't
want
ask
just
me a
it.
just
question.
now
He's
attack
doing
Don't ask
you.
me a question.
sensitization
Moderator,
of the kind of misbehavior people exhibit here.
But he wants
Everybody
to
should
ask
be
a question.
mature
Do you
so we
even know
have
if
a
that
healthy
question has
conversation.
anything to do with what he's saying? You don't even know if the question has anything to do with what he's saying.
Mr.
Allow
Uyi,
him
please
ask a
calm
question.
down. Mr. Uyi, please calm down. We will take questions after the show. Please let us be calm. Questions will be
Oh yeah,
taken after the show.
when somebody said he doesn't want to take a question, must you force going to take a question? This is the problem of Nigeria.
Can I ask you a question?
He's not forcing you.
Mr. AI, I want to
Please,
ask you a
guys,
question.
Yes.
Go
let's
ahead,
leave
Mr.
that.
AI.
Let's leave that.
Wait, hold on.
Mr. Tony
my
and
host.
Mr. Moderator, please take questions so that we
Hold
can
on, my
move on.
host. Hold on,
Please,
my host.
just take
There's
questions.
a
Thank
rule I
you.
have to establish here. I'm one of the hosts. When the host said he doesn't want to do something, just respect the rules. You don't force somebody to do something, please. I'm being very civil here. We are all adults.
I want to engage
Though,
Sajay.
you don't create rules on people first. But the fact you have a freedom to speak, I need you, you need me. When I said I don't want to speak, then you move to the next. You don't have to push it. Please.
I don't want to speak to you anymore now. I want to speak with Sajay.
And please, I don't want you to speak when I'm speaking.
Okay, thank you.
Respect
After
that
this, I want to
first.
speak with Sajay.
Okay. Hold on. Juno, hold on. Please. Juno, hold on. If you want to understand what is happening, just listen to what I'm saying and act accordingly. I'm not stuffing your mind or your voice. I'm not telling you to speak. Please, I just make a submission. It's for us to take correction and move on. Why must you bring back what I've said and start asking me questions about it? It's not about me. It's about the rules of the platform.
Tony,
Please.
you have not even heard what the guy
Hold
wants
on,
to
Uyi
say.
now. Uyi, hold on now.
You
Hold on, please. Uyi, hold on now, please. Uyi, hold on, please now. Please. I'm not saying this. It's hard for me to say it on air. Please. let's move past this and go to the next. Please, okay? Thank you. You guys can go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much, Sajay. Sajay, can you hear me?
Mr. AI, Mr. AI, good. What question do you have?
Yeah,
First of all,
no,
my co-host, please, you have to ease the way you have done things. It's okay. We understand your submission. We are all brothers here. We are all for the same purpose. We are not. I don't think anybody is doing, apart from maybe a few people that will be getting paid for them to make a projection. Well, I don't think anybody else is. We are all here for the love of Edo State. Some of us, not all of us. I can call the names of the people that don't really love Edo in this program. But some of us here are for the love of Edo and want a better Edo or a greater Edo. So please, we agree to disagree or we disagree to agree. But Mr. AI, what question do you have for me? Please?
yeah. The truth of the matter is that, like I said before, if you watch recently, do you know when they conducted this H1B draw? You know about this H1B draw in the United States, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if, okay, fine. If you do a research, you find out that majority of the people who were selected for that H1B draw that lives in Nigeria, majority of them are from the Igbos and Yoruba. Then there's another visa program called the EB2. Most of the people who are participating in that visa program, majority of them are from the Yoruba land and the Igbos. Are you getting my point? Now we are talking about the problem we have in Edo State. Then the people are not ready. Majority of them are not ready to educate themselves to be able to lift us out of this poverty. So that's the question I was asking. That see, it's not a bad personal thing here. We don't have to be angry. See, the first of all thing we need to do about is these Edo people, the Edo, our own people. We need to reach out to our people back home and also educate the information we are passing back to them. Development it's not just all about building roads. People are hungry today because they don't have these connections. That's just a few words I just want to say. I don't need to wake up.
Can I say something?
Thank you very much.
Can I say something to
I'll
that?
I'll speak on what you have said, Mr. AI, but let the next man say something. Go ahead, please.
Mr. AI, thank you for bringing up issues like this. First things first, when you talk about sorting opportunities, or when the federal government brings an opportunity forth, or if there's any opportunity anywhere, it is the people that would take advantage of those opportunities that is being made available unto them. All right? Like you said, we must pass the information, what have you. The people that are hearing about those information, how do they do it? They follow up on what is going on in the country and what have you. And I will put it to you, Edo people are smart people, and this information is being made available unto them. You see, in the last 1 year, if I'm not mistaken, I've had over 6 friends who entered the UK with student scholarship at different times. 6 friends from Edo, people I know, people I work with, people we did stuff together. And there are other opportunities, if I could remember, around 6-7 years ago, me and one other of my friends like that, so is in the UK now, we always apply for grant, agricultural loan, and what have you. Even there was one we went to by this Obaseki administration, which we were not paid up to this time. So let's not go into that conversation. When we want to talk about development, you see, you cannot separate government from the development of a people. That is the reason why the government is there. And again, when our host was making a remark yesterday, he said something. He said the people, Edo people, making example with people breaking traffic laws and all of those things. You see, the truth of the matter is this: when there is any ill in the society, or when there's any abnormality in the society, you cannot separate the government from it. Even in the Western world that we are in now, you could see how the government are so deliberate in enforcing their law. That is the reason why people are complying to it. But in our case, we are nonchalant about it. We don't care, especially from the part of the government. Let me take, for example, if the government declares curfew, for example, say at those states there is curfew, everybody should be at home 5 p.m. till 5 a.m. the next day. You will see the energy that we enforce it. Everybody must comply. it is that same Edo State somebody will beat traffic in the afternoon. What are we talking about here? The government lacks willpower to put things right for the people. Especially in this administration that we are seeing today, this Obaseki administration. You see,
is it IK? Is it IK?
Yes, it is me. It is me.
IK, okay.
You see, when we talk, a lot of people feel we are talking from the point of hate. No, we are not talking from the point of hate.
No, nobody's thinking
we
that.
as
a big bias.
We as a people, we must understand that Edo State deserve better. Edo people deserve better. And you see, it takes the government to sensitize the people. Now, the question should be, for the past 8 years, how much sensitization have this government done for the people? I know what I'm talking about. You see, an SSA called me. He told me that you can be using your platform to sensitize people, not to break government property, not to do this, not to do that. I look at him and I laugh. Look, you know, many a times it's as if the people we are electing to the seat of government do not know what governance is. I am telling you. Then somebody was talking about human capital development, and we were able to refer to what they call it, Edo Innovation Hub and the training of civil servants. And from the information we have gathered, Edo Innovation Hub, Edo Job, and this other one, the name skipped my mind now. These things were brought in by this government, but it is not absolutely the government that is making things happen in that place. What is Edo Job for? Edo Job is just like a job-seeking agency in Edo State, where every private company in Edo State can register. If they have a job opportunity for anybody, they put it there, and anyone who comes there with their CV can be referred to that job and will be employed. Do you know what the government is doing? They are taking credit for it. That is what the government is doing.
Who created the atmosphere?
The government created the atmosphere. Now the question is this: excuse me, sir. Just 1 minute. 1 minute. Before the government created the atmosphere, were these private companies not employing people in Edo?
Yeah, but are the private companies not still employing people?
Please, can I push back, please?
Oh, you are
wait. Are the government people not? Are the private companies not still employing? Are the banks? Are the banks, the schools, the business, private businesses not still employing people?
Of course, they are employing people. But what I'm trying to say,
can I give you an example? Let me just give you an example. I don't know where you live. I don't know what.
Calm down, bros. Wait, please. Let me. You will make a submission, please.
Okay, thank you.
If you say the government are employing, and the private sector is employing, and the government has created an initiative or a level ground or an opening for such for an addition, is it a bad thing?
No, it is not a bad thing.
Who are we going to commend, or who are we going to? Is it when have these things? Is this new to us, or these things have been on since the time of Ogbemudia and Lucky Benedio?
Let me tell you my concern before my brother.
You have been telling us your concerns. Your concerns have been on and on. Because
let me tell you my concern about this particular one. Let me tell you my concern. When the government was coming into power, this government promised Edo 200,000 jobs. Okay. I mean, 200,000 jobs. All right. Now, what they have done, when he was coming to power, he never said direct or indirect job. You see, me, I am a person that takes people by their words. When you speak, I take your words in context. When he was coming to power, he said, I will give Edo 200,000 jobs in focus to the youth. All right. Now, he came on board and he created Edo Jobs, which is a job recruitment agency.
No, but they're not jobs. How many jobs have they created from that recruitment agency? Because having a recruiters, when you want to create jobs, you get a recruiting firm. That is creating jobs. Because now recruiters are being made to go to be as a middle whatever. That is creating jobs. Then now you are telling the people to bring their resume. So if who is qualified will get a job. Is that not part of the process? Or are we Wait, I'm not supporting. People get it wrong. I am not supporting Governor Obaseki. I am not. I don't know why people would think that Obaseki should be supported now, because Obaseki has enjoyed himself for 8 years. He has done what he wanted, and he's about to leave. So people bring him back to say, if you say he has not done well, fine. But if you see the little that he has done and you still want to condemn it, that is when I start to ask questions. Because now people can say he has done well, but he has not done up to par. I will say, okay, yes, because I believe everybody, not even government, can do better. The people are talking about government. The people need vast education. It's not just schooling. Our people, we need a lot. We need to learn a lot.
God bless you. God bless you.
So,
God
please,
bless you.
please, can I make my submission now, please?
You make a submission. The people who need to learn.
Like I said,
make a solution.
You know, say I never thought.
Sir,
No, but you wait your turn. I told you you get your turn.
Can I have 1 minute?
One are not vex.
No, Mr. Ike, relax.
I don't wait since 8 o'clock. One are not vex.
Relax, because
It's 10 o'clock now.
we keep going back to the governor. The governor should go to every house to educate the people.
Ask them.
Why?
Ask them.
I went to Benin. I was not impressed. It's not about government. If you carry those people, put them in Dubai, they will act the same way. Like
No, sir. I stand to be corrected. No.
You want to come out?
I don't agree with that submission. I don't agree with that submission. I can come in there if you. The government has every responsibility.
Why will you come?
Even visit all the schools in Edo State. I know how they're faring. He's governing the people.
Mr. Ekele, please just. You have not been called to speak. If you don't like it, it's okay not to like what you don't like.
Let me just submit with this before our brother will speak. You see,
no, if my submission is not needed, I can go, but I just want.
No, Mr. Ekene, stay put. Mr. Ekene, just stay put. We are together.
No, it's not about you being together. In fact, Ike, you have said enough. Yeah, you said the government did not do well. What do you want to say?
Let me buttress my point. You see,
buttress your point. You want to give you the whole day to buttress your point.
Sir, no.
What are the governor?
Look. We all must understand. 1 minute. We all must understand that when we try to talk about the governor in terms of educating the people, this and that, you see, if there is a system that is on ground that is working, everybody will comply. Whatever you see Edo State to be today, it's as a result of what the governor have made it to be. That is my submission.
Okay. The governor should be held accountable for what
the governor should go and ask those citizens to go and use their YouTube.
My brother, you're not now. Yes. You see, be waiting. Say you have 1 minute because
you can't give me 1 minute. I've been here since.
You can't give me 1 minute to wait for Monday show because I want to shut down.
Oh,
are you going to wait for Monday?
No problem.
What?
I've been here since 8 o'clock. Since 8 o'clock.
People
have spoken for 10 minutes. People have spoken 3 times. What is it?
Will you keep it till Monday? You want to keep it till Monday?
Why will I keep it till Monday? So I've been here since 8 o'clock for.
You know how many people have been here? You know how many people have been here?
But people have spoken like 3-4 times.
Now we are here now. Let him go.
No, we can't be doing that. We can't be exceeding 2 hours for the aftermath.
The thing is that,
if you link up to the show, will you go and watch the show for 2 hours? No.
The thing is, everybody wants the best for Edo State. You understand me? I know that you can criticize. It's very, very okay to criticize. In fact, you must criticize the government. There's no government that is free from criticism because a government cannot be 100% perfect. But the thing is that if you are criticizing with things that you don't have concrete information about or education about that thing, it will look like you have a bias. Okay, let me tell you something now. I don't know the part of the country that you live or part of the world you live. Somebody spoke about, the man that came to speak spoke about food bank. They just hear that food bank exists abroad. They think it's government that sponsors food bank abroad. If I go for shopping, I shop excess and put in a basket that they take to food bank. Everybody, most British citizens you see here, they say, oh, they will house them. I tell you, 40% of these houses are run by charities. So if people think that government do everything, even these free courses you're talking about, government don't advertise it on TV. I just heard that in my borough that they organize these cyber security courses paid by my local council here. I just heard of recent through my friend. It's not on the TV. It's not on our council newspaper. Our council newspaper here that I can just walk to the station and pick and read. So when people start using the template that in so and so country in the Western world, in this is what they do, this is what they do, this is what they do. Do you know how many American citizens with American passport are sleeping under the bridge in America, in the United States of America?
Why use the America?
No, I'm just saying. No,
Use
even in the UK, that's what I'm saying. Even in the UK, do you know how many British citizens? Do you know that even of recent they said even British teachers they go to use the food bank. These are teachers. If you are living in Nigeria, they tell you that if someone is a nurse in the United Kingdom, the person is very rich. You can junior doctors, that how much do they earn? They are just on 35 junior doctors. After paying their student loan, you know how much they take home. But they tell you that he's a doctor, he's a junior doctor. So what people don't understand is that these things that are happening is not exclusive to Edo State. The way people understand governance is very, very different from how it is. So when you I know it's good to criticize. You can criticize with something that you don't have too much information about. It's okay not to have information because we all cannot know it. We cannot know it. There are some things I don't know, like what Tony said. The things that he's good at, you cannot be good, but he can be like a genius in that field. So you understand. So that is how I look at it. Except we just want to criticize based on our political leaning or our bias. Like when Ekene said that, oh, the little roads in Edo State, the link roads in Edo State are not good. He doesn't is a wrong information. He doesn't have that. He does not know about it. But maybe it's what he heard of or the parts that he got to that he saw. The only one. So he was talking about what he was talking about in Auchi is Igbe Road.
He said Auchi, then he mentioned the Wakata University.
Before the university, you divert before university. That's Igbe Road. I know the place. I attended Auchi Polytechnic and I worked there. I worked in Aganibode, so I know Auchi very well. So you understand me. So, but it does not mean that if he is talking about that, but I will tell him that I live in an inner road and it's hard. Somebody will say that no, I live in an inner road and it's hard. Obaseki did it. Somebody that lives in Ekosodi will say, Obaseki did Ekosodi road. Somebody that lives in 15th Street in BDP will say, Obaseki did 15th Street. Somebody that lives in Ewa Road will say, no, Ewa Road is hard. Obaseki did Ewa Road. We're talking about agricultural grants. Do you know that when Obaseki's first tenure, that was when I was criticizing Obaseki then. I was against Obaseki then in his first tenure when he just got into office. We were one of the people that used to criticize Obaseki. And somebody now told me that, do you know that there is a grant, there's an agricultural grant that Obaseki have been able to secure to Edo State, but people are not tapping into it. And I said, what are you saying? I did my research. And I later realized that I had one customer in bank then that they gave that grant when I was working in Aganibode. That customer collected that money then because I remember the customer said there's the money is expected from government. It's agri grant. So that man assessed that grant then. You understand what I'm trying to? These things, it's not as if these things are not. It's not as if they are not available. They are there. They are there. Whether it is sponsored by World Bank, whether it is sponsored by this. Even in this country, government don't sponsor everything, my brother.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Private organizations that they sponsor these things.
Yes, we have a caller. Why the reason I'm cutting you short because we will soon round up and we will have a caller. I have to take this last call. Caller, are you with me? Please, can you speak up?
I'm very happy to hear what you guys are saying, you know.
Please, sir, can you tell us your name and where you're calling from? Please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Can you tell?
My name is Jonah. I'm calling from Germany.
Oh, welcome, Mr. Jonah. Yes. Make your submission, sir.
just want to say, like, what is going on with the guy there is just that when you don't like somebody, you will say all sort of things, but all is part of politics. But one thing we should know is that the government cannot do everything.
Yes, that is why people say he cannot do everything, but he has to do some certain things or go a bit above pass or above fair. So people expect him to do much. People expect him to have a blueprint. Like someone said that the governor or his supporters should tell them what he has done so they can use it to campaign for the PDP candidate, as what they say. So the governor, people are saying that he has not done well, even if some people still say he has done well, but it's a mixed feeling. And like you rightly said, if we should put things in place, would you say the governor has done well? Are you there, sir?
Actually, for me, I felt that the governor had tried, and somebody is coming up. The government is not on the fire.
Yes.
So we should watch just when Buhari was there, the way the country was going, and if we should follow that, we will not wait for Tinubu to come in, because all they are APC, They are even talking about Basiki. Let them go to data states that have much money. I'm very surprised for some people who just come to this platform to say something they don't know. We live abroad here, we compare ourselves with good guys there. It's very because when they are saying, talking about Obaseki is not in the ballot. The thing is that what I just find out is that when some people doesn't like somebody, no matter what, no matter anything you will say, because they don't like the person. So that is what, like, as I watch the program, I watch your program all the time. Some people will just come here to come and discuss about opacity. There's nothing opacity will do today. You don't like him, you don't like him. And opacity is not in the ballot. Like what you guys should get clear.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much for calling in. We got your submission. I appreciate it. Please don't forget, we'll be here again on Monday. On Monday, same time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you for calling. And please continue to watch the program. Yes, we have come to the end of the day, and we have to let go. We have done our 2-hour mark. We after today, the mark is 2 hours. Whatever we try to do, whatever guests we have in the house, we have to try to put everything in place for 2 hours. I know everybody has got submissions, everybody has got something to say. Yes, there are a lot of things inside their heart, and we all want to let it out. But we should try to do this within 2 hours. For discussions, we all don't have to like the same person. We all don't have to support the same candidate. That is why it is politics, or that is why elections are being brought out. I always say it. There are 17 people on the ballot. Obaseki is not one of them. Whatever people say about Obaseki means nothing to him. On the day he passes his mantle or passing across, he picks up his luggage, takes his bank check and his card, takes his lovely wife, and he moves on to retirement, or he proceeds to his place of second address. He's not on the ballot. We are more interested in Edo State and who will take the mantle of leadership than who is about to let it go. Obaseki has done his part. Some people are for, some people are against. Well, it is left for us to have our submissions and our opinions. Next week, by the grace of God, on Monday, I will be having a special guest in the house. I'll be having a special guest in the house. I don't know if I should say it now or it's going to come with a banner, but it's going to be one of the governorship candidates. She might. Okay. I've said I've let a little out. I've let a little out of the bag. The governorship candidate of or the person Key Patience Ndidi. She's the governorship candidate for the People Redemption Party (PRP). She will be with us by the grace of God on Monday. Yes, on Monday, 2:00, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So I want everybody to get their questions ready, because now we are going to be talking to a candidate. It's not the current governor of Edo State. We are not going to talk about the current governor of Edo State. Whatever he has done, that is for him and his outgoings. We should discuss more about the incoming or the candidates on the ballot. There are 17, I say it all the time, 17 candidates on the ballot. These are the people that say they can handle Edo State and they can take Edo State to El Dorado. These are the people we should discuss about. So that when we have ideas, we can put it into them or share it with them or get along with them. Hating anybody now is not going to solve any problem. Now is going forward. Edo is unique and we have to act like unique people. Well, as I do all the time on the show, at the end of the day, I give an African proverb. Today's proverb is success doesn't happen overnight. Success doesn't happen overnight. Even though this is an African proverb, although some people can win a lottery today and they become successful overnight. Yes, they win a lottery today. Those are Nigerians. A man becomes a member of the party the next morning, he's a billionaire. That is, I will call that the lottery, because I'm not going to call names of any political party. But this proverb says success doesn't happen overnight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to pace yourself, you have to put in work, you have to be consistent, you have to put in yourself, you have to put in goals and achieve it. So for Edo State, we have many years to come. So success in Edo State will not be built overnight. We want the roads, we want the people to learn, we want to have a Dubai. Dubai or Rome was not built in a day. Sacrifices, work has to be given. So please, my Edo people and the people that are in the studio at home listening, let us put heads together. Forget about the differences we have with our governor or the other candidates. Let us pray, let us work, let us unite so that we can have one of the best governors in the country or in Africa or in the world come from Edo State, where everything will be balanced and everything will work well for us and our entire families and extended loved ones. Again, this is the end of the show. I want to thank everybody in the studio. I want to thank the guest, Mr. Idris. I want to thank my co-host, Mr. Tony Edo. I want to thank everybody on every social media platform. Please don't forget, subscribe, share, like, love, thumbs up. If you don't like what was said, you can put the thumbs down, but just try to indicate something on yes or thumbs up or thumbs down. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for giving us your time. Everybody, no matter where you are, and keep your seat for Monday, because we'll be having a very special lady in the house. And that will be all. Thank you very much. I remain Obizo J, your moderator and host. Thank you and enjoy your beautiful weekend.